What is good, YouTube? What is good, YouTube, man? Y'all see the link to the video. Y'all see everything that's going on with the video. Y'all see the thumbnail, man. You see what we going into, man. It's gonna be the first of a series that I'm gonna be starting up. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get down into it with this series, man. Check out the link in the description for the Instagram, for the Twitch. I'm going to be reacting to NFL mock drafts. We got my guy Bucky Brooks from NFL.com that's going to be giving us his first one coming up here. If you need a reminder, I am a Denver Broncos fan. So I really just want to see where they got us going in this draft, man. This draft is pretty star-studded on the defensive line. To say the least. Quarterback is a position in this draft that's pretty lackluster. If you ask me, a lot of these guys are second round guys. A grand majority of them. And it's very even. In my opinion, these quarterbacks, it's really on the system that these guys play in. They're all pretty much kind of neck and neck, if you ask me, man. I mean, Malik Willis, Sam Howell, Matt Corral, Kenny Pickett, all of those guys, to me, they're all kind of. I don't see the arm talent that I seen in Drew Lock. I don't see the potential that I seen in Drew Lock coming out of college. In this draft, that's not saying that these guys do not have the potential to be great, but it's just not something that I'm seeing on their film from college. But let's go ahead and get down into it, man. First off, he got Evan Neal going number 1 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Makes a lot of sense. They got to protect Trevor Lawrence. Makes a lot of sense, man. Then we got number 2 coming up, Aiden Hutchinson, the Michigan guy, going to the Detroit Lions. That's a great pickup for them. They need somebody to turn their franchise around. Then we got Kayvon Thibodeau. His film is being exposed right now by some guys saying that he's just not consistent on all the plays, but I think he's a good player. He's gonna have a pretty long NFL career. Get him down there in Houston. Hopefully he can have a better impact than what Jadeveon Clowney did for them. Next we got Ickey coming up here with the Jets, man. Ickey is a beast, bro. He went to NC State. Ickey's a monster, man. I'm glad he went out early. He showed enough on tape. I'm glad his draft stock is rising. If you ask me, Ickey could go as far as number 1. He's just that good of a tackle out here. But now we got Charles Cross at number 5. He's an okay pick. If the Giants make that decision, they might regret it. Then we got Kenny Pickett coming up here at 6 off the board for the Carolina Panthers. Wow. If they do this, it'll be something interesting for the Panthers, man. I live here in North Carolina, and the Carolina Panthers, we need something to get everything going again, man. Cam had a few good seasons, but the Panthers as a franchise have just been lackluster lately. And Kenny Pickett could be what the franchise really needs to turn things around. There's really no telling. Like I said, with all these quarterbacks, it's just but Kenny Pickett, he has the best film. He has the best film. But I mean, what does that really mean at the end of the day? All right, now we got New York Giants David Ojabo. He's a pretty nice outside rusher there. He was with Aiden Hutchinson there in Michigan, so his tape is a little bit slanted, if you ask me. Then we got Sauce Gardner. I feel as though Sauce is one of the top 5 players in this draft, man. I feel like Sauce is one of the top 5 players in this draft, man. He has all the intangibles. I want to say in one game, the most yards he gave up was 13 this last season. 6'3" corner. He played in the slot, played on the outside. Sauce can go anywhere. He's locking up anything. Sauce is that dude, man, for real. He got game. Then we got the Denver Broncos coming up here getting Devin Lloyd. Now, this is an interesting pick if you ask me. Good sideline to sideline guy, but we need somebody to stop the run, man. We in the division with Austin Eckler, the Raiders coming in with all of their running backs because they're going to throw 3 of them at you. And then also Edwards-Helaire as well. And Devin Lloyd in the pass rushing game, he's awesome. In the rush defense game, he's okay. And if you ask me at this pick, I think we should pick Kyle Hamilton, man. When you get a top 10 pick like that, you got to pick best player available. And with him not coming off the board so far, which is kind of weird, we already had 10. He's not coming off. It's pretty weird. Then we got Garrett Wilson. Next, we got Derek Stingley Jr. I think Derek Stingley is another top 5 player in this draft. Corner. He's just been injured a little bit, and I think he's coming back. He's actually not even going to be going to the combine later on this week. He's actually going to be doing everything at his pro day. Then we got Karl Karlaftis. His draft stock has been up and down. His film has been getting pretty breaking down, and people have different opinions about him. I think he's a pretty nice edge rusher there. He'll get the job done. Then we got Drake London. A lot of people saying that he's a top 5 player in this draft. I definitely think he's one of the best wide receivers going to the Cleveland Browns. That's somebody that the Browns really could use as they look to replace Odell Beckham Jr. Then we got the Ravens protecting. Look, this is a good pick right here if they do this. Then we got the Ravens protecting Lamar Jackson with Tyler Linderbaum. Tyler Linderbaum he's leaps and bounds better than any other center in this draft, in my opinion. It just sticks out. Look at this guy's neck, bro. Look at his neck, bro. This is ridiculous. All right, then we got Kyle Hamilton finally going to the Eagles. If that happens, that's going to be crazy. Chris Olave going to the Eagles. I don't like that move by them. Their wide receiver room, if you ask me, is pretty deep. Then we got Trevor Penning coming off. He's okay. Matt Corral going to the Saints. That's if they don't get Jameis back, man. I'm pretty sure. Then we got Jermaine Johnson II going to the Eagles. I like Jermaine Johnson's tape. I think he showed a lot of stuff with his tape. If you ask me, he's competing with George Karlaftis, sorry. As far as who's the best edge rusher in this draft, man. All right, now let's keep on going. We got Malik Willis going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is something I've been seeing with a lot of drafts. A lot of people just going with Malik Willis going to the Steelers. It could happen, it may not happen. Don't really know. His tape was okay. It wasn't phenomenal. And then we got Andrew Booth going to the Patriots. Jordan Davis finally coming off the board to the Raiders. I do not want to see that. Jordan Davis, his assignment is to get 2 offensive linemen every time. And he does a good job with that, man, to say the least. Trent McDuffie, great tape going to the Arizona Cardinals. That's an absolute steal right there. That's an absolute steal. Somebody's going to get a steal in this draft. And the biggest steal that I'm seeing here is Jameson Williams going to the Buffalo Bills. Mark me when I say this, man. Alabama has had one of the best wide receiver rooms the past 5 years every year, bro. The talent that's coming out of Alabama at the wide receiver position is something like we've never seen before. This is ridiculous. Jameson Williams, he's the truth. Him going to the Bills is exactly what they need. He would be basically the second fiddle to Trayvon Diggs. I meant to Stephon Diggs. That's crazy. All right, Jahan Dotson going to the Titans. Then we got Roger McCreary going to the Bucks. Devontae Wyatt going to the Packers. Nakobe Dean, that's who I want the Broncos to pick, going to the Dolphins. Now, the reason why these guys like Nakobe Dean are slipping is because the combine hasn't came just yet. So when the scouts see how these guys really perform there, you're going to see this change up a lot. Dax Hill going to the Chiefs. Trayvon Walker, I like his game, going to the Lions. I think he's a beast. Trayvon Walker can really be a steal for teams if he drops right there. Let's go ahead and get on to CBS. Again, for all of these mock drafts, links to all of them is in the description, man. Let's go ahead and get down into it, man. You see Malik is the cover right here. We got Ickey going number 1, like I told y'all, man. Ickey has some great film. He's going to lock up whatever side of the field you place him on, and he'll be great in Jacksonville, man. He'll be exactly what they need to protect Trevor Lawrence for a long time. Then we got number 2, Aiden Hudson, going to the Detroit Lions. This is seeming like something that's going to be a high possibility heading into draft night. A lot of people are calling this. Then we got Kyle Hamilton going number 3. Do you see the huge difference? I think he went 14 last time. Now he's going 3. Kyle Hamilton top 5 pick, if you ask me. Kayvon Thibodeaux, they got him on CBS as the number 1 prospect. I wouldn't agree with that, but going to the Jets. Then we got Evan Neal finally coming off the board, going number 5. Next up, we got Charles Cross. I'm going number 6. I don't know what's going on recently. It's like his stock has been drastically improving, but I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Then we got Devin Lloyd off the board early before the Broncos at 7 to the New York Football Giants. Malik Willis going to the Atlanta Falcons. That would be something crazy, man. That would be Matt Ryan's little passive aggressive little tit tat out of there. They may get him back for 1 more year, but that'll be his little push out there. Then we got Sauce Gardner, number 9. This is a pick that I really would like the Broncos to make if they even decide to take this route. With Sauce Gardner, he's gonna lock up a side of the field. You put him with Pat Surtain on the other side. Our secondary secure for the next few seasons, man. We already got Justin Simmons. We just gotta get a strong, which we got some guys brewing, and they can really do what it do, man. But I don't think that if Sauce Gardner's there for us, that we should let him go. I don't care what players we already have. I don't care what players are left on the draft. In my opinion, Sauce Gardner is a top 3 player in this draft. And if he's there, we got to pick him up. If Icky drops to number 9, we got to pick him up. All right, let's keep on going. Derek Stingley Jr. going to the Jets. Garrett Wilson going to the Commanders. Dang, I'm gonna say Commodores. Trayvon Burks going to. He's got some great film. Treylon Burks has some great film. If he goes on to the second day, that'll be very surprising. But I like him over Garrett Wilson, if you ask me. He just has all the intangibles, great route running, very aggressive as well. Then we got Jermaine Johnson going to the Browns. That'll be a nice pick for them. Keon Green, Nakobe Dean going to the Eagles. That'll be a great pickup for them. David Ajabo going to the Eagles again. That's with a pick that they got with the Colts there. Then we got Trayvon Walker coming up to the Chargers. Kenny Pickett getting drafted by the Saints. I actually like this one. Kind of reminds me of Drew Brees there. But with Kenny, he's going to need a year or 2 to really develop down there in New Orleans. Now we got Trey McDuffie going 19. In this draft right here, the Eagles are killing it, bro. Nakobe Dean, Ajabo, McDuffie. Goodness gracious, man. That's an awesome draft, man. If the Eagles come away with something like that, I'm pretty sure they would enjoy it. But somebody has to be a bust. Then we got Drake London going to the Patriots. Andrew Booth going to the Raiders. Zion Johnson, offensive lineman, going to the Cardinals. Now, this is a pickup considering that Kyler Murray is going to be staying with the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know what's going on. A lot of passive-aggressive stuff going on there. But we'll see what happens. Then we got Tyler Lindenbaum falling all the way to the Giants. If this happens, I'll be very, very surprised. All the way to the Cowboys. If this happens, I'll be very, very surprised. Lindenbaum, he's got some great film. He's the best center in this draft by far. And the Cowboys don't need him, to say the least. Daxton Hill going to the Bills. Daniel Fallaley going to the Titans. He's got some great film. 6'8", 387 pounds, man. He's a huge refrigerator. He's a bust out there. He's going to be a steal for a team if he's not picked up in that first round. But he's going to be a pretty good NFL offensive lineman. Kirby Joseph, safety out of Illinois. I got to watch the film on this. Then we got Jameson Williams falling all the way down to the Packers. If the Packers get him, it's going to be pretty hard to convince Aaron Rodgers to come out of Green Bay. George Karlaftis dropping all the way down to the Chiefs in this draft. Trevor Penning going to the Dolphins. Raymond going to the Bengals. And then we got Chris Olave going to the Lions. So in this draft, it's kind of different from the last one. You got a different wide receiver going number 1. And the wide receiver on the last draft that went number 1 went at the bottom of the first round. Pretty solid mock draft. But let's go ahead and get to this next one. Pro Football Focus. Pro Football Focus, man. I love Pro Football Focus, man. They have some great takes on stuff, and they back it up, man. I don't like when people just say blanket comments with nothing to back it up. But let's go get down into it, man. Number 1 overall. They got the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting Charles Cross. I called him Chris. I'm sorry. Charles Cross. No, this is not it, bro. This is not it, bro. That's not it, number 1. That's not it. That's not it, number 1. Not with Evan Neal. Not with Icky there. That's not it at number 1. That's not it. That's so disrespectful. Number 2, the Lions selected Derek Stingley Jr. Derek Stingley Jr. is nice, but they have a possibility of getting a player that will turn the franchise around. And Derek Stingley Jr. is a nice NFL player, but when you got generational talent there on the board, you got to select it. Right? Next, we got the Texans getting what they wanted, which is Aiden Hutchinson. If he drops there, that is a gift from Santa Claus that the Texans going to be in. Let's go ahead and get to this next one. Then we got Evan Neal going to the Jets. That's perfect for them. Kyle Hamilton going to the Giants. Perfect for them as well. Icky going to the Panthers. I like that pickup for them in that position. Then we got the Giants selected Tyler Linderbaum. Like I said, he's got the best tape for centers in this draft. Kayvon Thibbs going over to the Falcons. And then we got the Broncos selected Sauce Gardner again. Hey, man, if this happens, I'll be very happy. But there's a player that hasn't been selected just yet that I would rather have over Ahmad. But let's go ahead and keep going. Then we got the Jets selecting Drake London. He's a pretty nice guy for USC. Got some nice film. Commanders selecting Devin Lloyd. Then we got the Vikings selecting George Karlaftis. Browns selecting Garrett Wilson. Ravens Trent McDuffie. Williams, Zion Johnson to the Eagles. Jordan Davis to the Chargers. He's definitely a first-round draft pick. Chris Olave to the Saints. Nakobe Dean to the Eagles. Raymond to the Steelers. Dawson from Penn State to the Patriots. Nice pickup. He's going to be a nice pickup for somebody. This wide receivers class is pretty, I wouldn't call it top heavy, but you could definitely tell who's the best wide receiver versus who's not. But these guys are some pretty solid ballers, man, at that wide receiver position. All right, so now we got David Ojabo going to the Cowboys. All right, in my opinion, David, top 3 pick, man. No, I'm sorry. Top 3 talent in this year's draft, man. David's got some potential to be something great. And if he falls down to number 9, we got to pick him, Broncos. We got to. Jermaine Johnson as well. I like his film. I hope that we can pick him. If we don't pick Sauce Gardner, hope it's him. The rest of these picks, Treylon Burks falling all the way down to the Dolphins. I don't think they would pick him. But the rest of these picks are some pretty nice picks. But hey, this is enough for this video, man. I'm gonna be making my actual mock draft right after this, man. Make sure y'all tune into that. Thank y'all for checking out the video. Link to the Instagram in the description. Link to the Twitch in the description. Your boy about to be in the top 200, man. Make sure y'all check out my Twitch channel. I'm up there kicking some Madden, man. I'm going crazy. Hey, thank y'all for supporting the channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm always here when you need me. On to the next video, man. Thank you for checking out. Gone.